Virgo, welcome to your general reading for 2023. I do apologize for those of you that are following my channel. It has taken quite a while to get this done in comparison to the others that are already done. So I'd like to really thank you for your patience and your kindness. I just sort of ran out of time and then a whole lot of things happened and then it was Christmas and oh, I also created a beautiful online course for you actually called the Spiritual Awakening Starter Kit. It is on the Udemy platform, so you get lifetime access on there. And it's really for those of you that might either be newly spiritually awakened and you'd really appreciate some guidance. So I'm sort of sharing with you, I would say, information that I gained in my own life over, I would say, about the last 8.5, 9 years. So I'm sharing it in there in a way that will help you. So either if you're new to spirituality or you'd like to grow in your path, you can check it out. There is a link for it down below in the description. The first couple of lessons are free, so you can choose whether this is for you or not. And it also includes a free guided meditation for deep forgiveness to leave all of the crap that is not serving you positively and embrace the new. All right. For those of you that have been supporting me through this year, I'd really like to say to you that I appreciate it so very much. Many of you have been supporting me, way longer. I appreciate it very much. I'm very grateful. And if it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you. I hope that you would consider subscribing to the channel. We're all about love and light here. And I want to do you just a nice general detailed reading for 2023. What we're going to look at, we're going to see what is the reason for some of the things that you went through in 2022. Because, 2022 has been a difficult year. And you want to know what was your soul's reason for putting you through that year. I do apologize if the sound quality is not the best. I'm speaking through earphones. There are some other people in the home, so just to let you know, you might hear sudden screams and shouts and stuff like that, and I do apologize for that, but obviously I need to get this done for you, before the year ends. It's a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. We're going to look at some things you want to look out for, and then what crystal energy is it that will serve you optimally going forward in this year. Then I'm going to draw 3 cards specifically from the thought deck, one for love, one for career, and one for finances. We're going to clarify using 3 different decks, and then we're going to end off with something really special, Virgo. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to focus on that one issue, that one question, that one query, that one concern, that one thing that is really on your mind, your hope, your dream, your fear, your vision for 2023. And we're going to see what the angels have got to say for that. Okay. So let's start off with what is the reason for a lot of the things that happened in 2023? Why did you go through a lot of the challenges? And let's see what that is all about. I'm going to extend the offer to you, a special offer that I put out to some people to do a 2023 reading for you. I speak about it more on my Facebook page. There's a link for that down below. But a special rate, $27 for a 2023 reading, where everything gets sent to you by email. If you want to send me an email to inquire about that, my email address is in the description. So, laziness. I really love this OSHO Zen Tarot deck. I absolutely love it. This is the one card in this deck that I'm not particularly fond of. All right, and not so much of the wording, but more of how I feel it portrays the energy. But be that as it may, so for the year that has passed, you got the 9 of that water energy, and it says laziness. And what this is also referring to, Gemini, is that maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, maybe you got strong Gemini in your chart, I don't know. But you can go look down below in the description where you get to see the breakdown of your chart. It's very helpful to know that Gemini is a communicative energy. Sometimes it's also an energy of being, I love Geminis, they're very friendly. But it can be an energy that's sort of like wobbly. It's very all over the place sometimes. So maybe you need to go check out and see where your Gemini placement is and what you want to know around it. It might help you very much, beautiful Virgos, especially if you're feeling a little bit stuck in a rut. All right. I don't believe in coincidences. I am fresh as I'm doing this for you. Meditated, clean the space, whatever. So if I accidentally say Gemini in a Virgo reading, I know there's a reason for that, and you might want to go look that up. The major arcana card for that has got a Gemini energy in traditional tarot is the Lover's energy. So maybe love is coming for you. But the Lover's energy has also been traditionally called choice. So it's also letting you know that you've got choices. So maybe you've been feeling very stuck during 2022, Virgo. You know, not necessarily unhappy, but not really feeling like you could sort of like, you know, just give your wings like space to fly and stuff like that. It could also be that you were holding on to certain patterns, values, beliefs, certain sort of like, you know, certain integration, certain things are set in place that might be best letting go of. So if there were things in 2022 that from the best intentions you try to really, really make work, my beautiful Virgos, and it didn't work, it might be that it's time to let those things go and to recalibrate. Maybe it's time to do those things in a different way. Okay, let's see what crystal energy will be to your benefit to focus on throughout 2023 for you. And you know, with crystal energy, my beautiful Virgos, you can either buy the crystal or you can just step into that energy, because we're all from the earth. And you got agate, and it says creativity, fire agate specifically. And fire is about emotions. It's about what are you putting out into the universe? You know, how are you creating? What creative energy are you putting in there? And I feel that a lot of you have put a lot of messages out into the universe during 2022 about what it is that you'd like, what it is that you'd like to have, how it is that you'd like life to go. And now it may be time for you to actually open you to, you know, to the space where you actually receive, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. Okay, let's see some things that you need to look out for before we go look at love, career, and finances. You know, just to let you know, and this is sort of like that space of the things that you are best steering clear of. You know, when somebody sometimes goes like, "Ooh, I wish I didn't know, you know, I didn't do that. If only I knew." So we are looking at those spaces of like, what are those if only you knew type of vibes. This card is actually calling me. I don't know what that one was. I didn't look at it. And the same, I must put it at the bottom. Okay, so a wall. So you have got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So you might be entering a space, my beautiful Virgos, where you are starting to make quite a bit of money, and I feel that you are fully worthy of that. You know, it's about time for that ship to, you know, to be coming around for you. I feel that for many of you, really, really, it is about time for that energy to come around for you, because what we have is, you've got the energy of trying new things. And you know, the biggest thing for you, Virgo, in 2023 is to not to try and reinvent the wheel. This is one of the biggest lessons that I actually had to learn in my own life as well. Nothing is new, but it is your take on it that makes it new, all right? So be very careful of stagnating in this upcoming year. We're trying to make something unique, putting your own unique stamp on there, you know, saying that, well, this is what I want to do, but I want to put my label on it. I want to put my energy on it. There is often a way of actually holding ourselves back because nothing is new, okay? So go for new, but also be mindful that you don't sort of, you know, come from a space where you say, you know what, I tried so many things, nothing actually worked. So I'm just tired. I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to say, you know, the chips can fall wherever they may fall. You're probably not going to like where those chips are falling if you're entering into life with that approach. Okay. So go for your dreams, go for new beginnings, but make sure, and this is a big one for you, Virgo, just make sure that you're coming from a point of inspiration, motivation, love, all of those type of things that makes your heart feel smiley and giggly, but not fear. That's the one that you want to be looking out for, okay? This one came out next, the Two of Pentacles. So there's positive changes for you, definitely, especially if you've been struggling with money, opportunities, feeling stuck in a situation, feeling stuck in a job. There is a lot of changing opportunities coming for you, and it's quite easy. But what you want to focus on, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos, and I keep on saying Gemini, so it's a communicative energy. What you want to be focusing on, I'm going to draw a card for the Gemini that keeps on coming up. But what you want to be focusing on, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos, is the mindset that you have around money and deserving and things like that. Because I feel that for some of you, there's an energy of, I need to work hard to be deserving of it, and you don't have to. But if that's what you believe, that is the experience that you're going to have, okay? Let's quickly draw another card for the Gemini energy that keeps on coming up. I feel that it's time for you to speak up for yourself. You got to speak up for yourself in this upcoming year, Gemini. You see, I said Gemini again, you know. So there's definitely something here. So we need to see what it's all about. I believe that when something keeps on presenting itself, that there's a reason why it's presenting itself. And we want to see what that reason is for you, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. So let's go and have a look for you and see what is the vibe. What is it that you need to be aware of? Why does the Gemini energy keep on presenting itself over and over and over? Could it maybe be that maybe there's a third party with a Gemini? Emperor, new beginnings, Aries energy. It's time for you to stand up for yourself, my beautiful Virgos. It's time for you to speak up for yourself. It's time for you to claim your space in this life. And maybe that is why Gemini keeps on coming up for you, my beautiful Virgos. Because the thing about Gemini is they're going to roll over and roll over and roll over until one day they're just going to be like, up to this point and no further than that. So it really is time for you to stand up for yourself, to speak up for yourself, to make the choices that honors your highest good, Virgo. Okay? Now let's see what we've got for love, career, and finances. You're going to have to speak up for yourself. You're going to have to claim your space. You're going to have to claim what it is that you want in this upcoming year, Virgo. There's a lot of opportunities here. But for some of you, now I don't mean to sound ugly when I say this, so please don't shoot the messenger. But I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you were gaslighting yourself, Virgo, in a sense that, you know, this is what I must do. That's for love. That is for career. Let's move that down just a little bit. And that is for finances. Okay? You would be like, no, don't worry. I will do this. I will do that. Nobody's saying that you shouldn't be helping anybody out. But also be mindful that you don't sort of sacrifice yourself in the process. Okay? That game is played out and that game has got to stop. So what do we have for love? For love, you've got the Princess of Swords. This is a creative energy, and it's very much in line with that Knight of Swords that you got over there. All right? This is a space of living in love. You are leaving a lot of dark behind, Virgo. You are leaving a lot of challenges behind. You are leaving a lot of things behind where maybe you were gaslit in a situation where you pretended not to see, where you were like, okay, well, I suppose it's all right, you know, can I expect any better? Is there even any better for me in this world? That type of vibe, you know. I feel that for many of you, there is something that you've been putting up with. Maybe you've been holding out for the right person. Well, the right person is coming up here. And early in the year, like around March and that sort of time, I feel that you are really sort of moving into a situation, and I want to really explain this to you, my beautiful Virgos, because it might feel that you don't have a lot of control over the situation, but it's not necessarily a situation that you want to have control over, because things are, it's very much like the death card energy, you know, it's moving out of the dark into the light for you. Let's see what we've got for you with career. Ooh, yes. Hell fucking yes. The Three of Discs works. Funny about this card, so this Thought Tarot deck has been created like way back in the day. And the deck creator was Aleister Crowley, and the illustrator, the artist was a person called Lady Frida Harris. And these cards were painted with watercolor, so it took quite a while, and there's some things that were lost in translation. So the Book of Thought, which is a really book breaking it all down, the book was written first, and it actually said work, but then, you know, in the card it becomes works, and that stuck. But nonetheless, this is a space, if you look at it, it's these three triangles, triangle, and obviously a triangle at the back as well. So these are 4 triangles making out a triangular shape. You know, so it's about strength in numbers, basically. This is about strength coming together. So the very, very good news here for you in career, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos, is that if you have been struggling in your career, if you've been feeling stuck in the mud, if you've been feeling, oh my goodness, no matter how hard I try, nothing is working out, I'm stuck here, this is probably going to be my life, nothing better is ever going to transpire for me, well, the wheels are definitely turning in a massively positive direction for you. All right? Very, very good news. And if you're open to that, if you accept that, you know, click your fingers or place your hand on your heart. Take a nice deep breath and accept it for yourself. Say, I'm saying yes to that. All right? finances, you've got the Prince of Discs. So this is initiating something new. So for a lot of you, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos, if you've been, say, maybe you've been wanting to do your own job, you've been wanting to do your own career, you're really doing your own thing, you know. You're really, really doing your own thing as you are going forward here. And you are doing your own thing in a very, very positive thing, you know. In a very positive sort of way. So it's not like anybody's suffering because of what you are doing, but really when it comes to finances, it really is a time for you to take control of things, especially if you've got people that you are taking care of, you've got responsibilities, you maybe have dependents. You need to be setting the record straight, because I feel that you have been really, you know, cutting yourself very deeply to the bone for other people. It doesn't really mean that they haven't been, you know, deserving of it or appreciative of it, even though I feel that for some of you that is the space that is happening here, beautiful Virgos. It's just really a space where you have to be the one taking the lead. You have to be the one in control of things. You have to be the ones making decisions. So let's say, for example, that maybe you're in a space where maybe you're taking care of one of your children for whatever reason, you know, maybe they've got like a disability or something, or you're taking care of your parents or elders or whatever. You are the one who has to be in control of things, and that doesn't obviously mean that you have to be all sort of egotistical about it, because I feel that some of you have that concern. It doesn't have to mean that. It just means that you say, this is what we'd like to do, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, this is what we might need to wait for a little bit, that sort of vibe. Okay, let us clarify with love, this whole space of, you know, out of the dark and into the light. What is going on there? So you didn't see this, but this Two of Wands card, you know, as I was beginning to shuffle the deck, it just sort of came out and it didn't want to go back. So I was like, okay, you want to be there. So let's just draw you two more cards for that as well. The Ten of Wands is coming out, and the Magician keeps on presenting itself. So for your clarification with love, you've got the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Magician. So for some of you, it is time to finally say goodbye to that old connection and to open yourself to new. All right, there is new possibilities here in love. Some of you might be with someone where you might realize that it might be time to let that situation go, or you might be holding something on to someone, or, you know, or you have an expectation on top of them. Like, you know, maybe you've been closing your heart to love there for a while, my beautiful Virgos, because you've been saying, you know what, the last time I tried this, I really got burned. You gotta let that go. Okay, you know, and even if you're not with someone anymore, if someone hurt you in the past, if they've done something really horrible, a lot of times people in love will do horrible things to you, Virgo, because you've got such a beautiful, kind, forgiving heart. So people are just like, you know what, we can take advantage of this person. And for many of you, I can see that this has happened, and it's time for you to really sort of, you know, put the past in the past and be like, you know what, this is what happened, this is how I've been dishonored, this is how I've been hurt, but now I gotta let it go. I cannot carry that crap with me into 2023. And this is how you open yourself to this beautiful new love that is available for you. Okay, there is new possibilities. That previous person was a lesson. Some of you might need to say goodbye to a connection that you are in order to make space for new. The question is, are you really open to new? Because I can see that it's available for you, and it's beautiful, and it really is your cup of tea. It really is your cup of tea. Okay, let's see, my beautiful Virgos, what we've got there for you for career. When career and finances come about, I love to use the Gilded Tarot deck. I do have the newer version of it as well. A beautiful friend of mine gave it to me, but I was strongly drawn to use this particular deck for you in this particular reading, my beautiful Virgo. When we are looking at careers, there are many beautiful opportunities that are coming up for you with careers. Oh, look at that first card that is coming out there. I love, oh my gosh, I love this. So you've got the Six of Wands, and six energy is also an energy of miracles. It's an energy of love. It's an energy of breakthrough. It's an energy of amazing opportunities that are happening for you. And even with this Devil energy, it's number 15, and 1 + 5 = 6. And 10 is the energy of completion, new starts. So victory and success when we're looking at your career in every way, shape and form, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. If you've been thinking that you might like to change your careers, you'd like to shift things, all of those amazing opportunities are coming up, and they're coming up really, really beautifully, which is amazing. And then you've got the Devil energy here for you, that number 15 energy, which is the Capricorn energy. It's about reputation and status, really. So in many ways, it feels like It's not like you were really horribly doing bad, but you could definitely be doing better. And so, a focus that you also want to be open to is that, instead of just sitting and saying, oh, well, I must just accept this and accept that, what is it within yourself, Virgo, that might be holding you back? What mindset is it that might be holding you back? Because there might be things that are holding you back. So be willing to delve deeply. And I'm not talking about raking yourself over the coals, but you want to be willing. You will definitely benefit optimally from being willing to do that deeper work and say, okay, what is holding me back? Let's, in a way that honors my highest good, let's start, doing that healing. Let's continue doing that healing. I want to lift this up for you just a little bit so you can see that beautiful water stream that is flowing over there. I wanted you to be able to see that, because for me, when I wake up in the morning, I switch on that fountain. When I go to bed at night, I switch it off again. And to me, it's a sign to the universe that I am open to the yummy goodness that you have available. And the reason why I wanted to lift it up is because I want you, I want to, from my side, and if you're open to this, just say yes to that, just claim it for yourself. But I want to, from my side, affirm, Virgo, that there's only beautiful good that is coming your way when it does come to your career in 2023. Building a beautiful foundation, or actually building on top of a beautiful foundation, because a lot of you have been putting in very, very, difficult work already, and now it's time for you to reap the rewards. Okay, it's definitely time for you to benefit, from your past efforts that have been so difficult, that have been so challenging. Let's put it in there, your challenging past efforts, because some of you have been really, really challenged. Things have been tough. Let's see what we've got in finances, because in finances, there's definitely something new coming about. There is amazing growth that is coming your way. There is you taking the lead here. It really is time for you to, when you speak about, let's say maybe like a checkbook, it's time for you to sign the checkbook. Many of you are getting married in this upcoming year. I can definitely see that as well. That is why you want to look at your finances. Three of Cups, the Hermit energy, which is your energy, and the Moon, Piscean energy. So Three of Cups, friends becoming family, growing deeper and more beautiful relationships with your soul family here in 2023. Amazing stuff. Again, as I said, some of you are getting married and you are getting amazing in-laws. You're getting amazing friends coming with that. Remember to give yourselves breaks. Remember to be kind to yourself. You don't have to always push yourself so hard, That is very important. And allow yourself to feel your emotions. You are allowed to feel your emotions, honor your emotions as you go through 2023. That is also what is really contributing towards you making that beautiful, beautiful money, because it's you saying, you know what, I honor and respect myself. And if this is what I need, I'm going to say this is what I need. And, it might be an ice cream, it might be a bracelet, it might be whatever, nice rims for your cars or whatever, if you want to be badass like that, or just expressing yourself, by all means. Now, we're going to look at that energy of what it is that the angels would like to communicate to you, beautiful Virgos. So I want you to really focus on what it is that your heart desires. What is it that you'd like to have? What is it that you are open to in this upcoming year? And let's see what guidance the angels have for you in that department, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. There it comes again. Remember that Gemini energy kept on coming up in the beginning of your reading. And also something to remember is that both you and Gemini, you are ruled by the planet Mercury, which is a communicator of energy. So communicate clearly, speak up for what you want, not just to others, but also to yourself. Know that you are worthy of your dreams and desires, and know that you are worthy of your dreams coming true. You are the one who has to say yes to things. So what are you saying yes to? And a lot of times, Virgo, you may have the experience where you'd like your heart's desires to come true, but it just isn't happening. And the question is, are you really saying yes to it? Because a lot of times we feel that when I say yes to something clearly, it might almost by default mean that I'm saying no to someone else. But that really doesn't have to be the case, We live in a universe of multiple possibilities where there's more than enough for everyone. So just because there is a saying yes to you doesn't by default mean that there's a saying no to someone else. All right. I feel that is a very, very important concept for you to get. You know what, Virgo, from my heart, I just wish you the most beautiful year. I wish you a beautiful year. I wish you prosperity. I wish you abundance. I wish you success. I really hope, really, really, with all of my being, that this is the most beautiful year of your life, that the most amazing dreams come true for you, that your heart's desires come true, and that it always only serves your highest good, and so it is. All right? And I will see you around for your next reading very, very soon. But from my heart, namaste, love and light. I really just wish you all the best.